This learning session is designed for returning officers. It is a step-by-step guide on how to submit your unofficial and official election results to Municipal Affairs. Before we get too far in this webinar, let's go over how you can find information on Alberta municipal elections and the elections database. First, you would go to the website shown in red. Then go to the Overview section. Now click Returning Officer. You will get a list of all the resources available for returning officers. Now click Training Videos. Here you will find a list of all our training modules. Right now, you should have access to MA Connect and the Elections database. If you do not have access, please review the learning module Elections Database Getting Started. This learning module provides brief instructions on the steps required to register your MA Connect account, including resetting passwords and personal security questions. Only registered users will be able to access the elections database. Module 2 provides instructions on how to create a summer village election. Municipal Affairs has already created a general election for all other municipalities. Module 3 provides instructions on how to enter data on the election details and electoral system screens. Returning officers will not be able to complete and submit their candidate list on the elections database until these screens have been completed. Module 4 provides steps required to enter and submit your candidate nomination list to Municipal Affairs. You will not be able to enter your municipal election results until your candidate nomination list has been finalized and submitted to Municipal Affairs through the elections database. Prior to inputting your election results, you would need the following information. Your organizational meeting date. This is the date your elected officials are sworn to office. The updated number of eligible voters from your permanent electors register by municipality and wards. Number of actual voters who cast a ballot in the election. How many special ballots were mailed and received. And finally, the number of votes for each candidate. So let's get started on how you enter your election results on the elections database. Go to the MA Connect website. To ensure you always have easy access to this site, we suggest you save the site under your favorites. Log in with your username and password, then push the blue login button. You are now on your MA Connect dashboard. Click on the Elections Database icon. You are now on your municipal dashboard. Click the Edit or Pencil button next to your upcoming general or summer village election to begin entering data. You are now redirected to your elections details screen. To start entering your unofficial results, hit the Municipal Results tab. Returning officers generally submit their unofficial results to Municipal Affairs within 24 hours after the close of the election. All data fields are mandatory. Enter the organizational meeting date and the number of actual voters who cast a ballot. You will be required to enter information on special ballots only if you indicated on the elections details page that your municipality will be providing voting by special ballots. Now enter the number of votes and mark off who was elected. Review the data to make sure it is correct. Now push the Save Unofficial button. You can now update the number of registered voters from your permanent electors register in each ward. If you don't have wards, Then enter the updated number of registered voters in your municipality from the permanent elector register. If you're satisfied the information is correct, then push Save. A pop-up will appear asking you if you completed your unofficial results. Click Yes if you want to submit these results to Municipal Affairs. Click No if you want to make corrections. In this case, I choose to submit the results to the Ministry. You will receive confirmation that the results have been submitted to the Ministry. Now, how do partial saves work? We suggest municipalities do partial saves so they do not lose their data entry. In this example, we completed our vote counts and do not have the organizational meeting date or special ballots counted. To input this information later on, we can save our data entry by clicking the Save Unofficial button. You can now update your eligible voter count from the Permanent Electors Register. If you are a returning officer for a summer village and didn't use the permanent electors list, enter the updated number for eligible voters. Now push Save. A pop-up will appear asking if you have finished entering your unofficial results. As you are only saving the data, click No. You will receive confirmation that your election results have been saved successfully. Partial saves are important because they help prevent data loss, especially if you have lots of data to input or if there is a bad internet connection. Another important feature of the elections database is that it tracks the recount threshold for candidates. Returning officers must now conduct a recount of the votes if a runner-up candidate requests a recount and the votes between the candidate declared elected and the first runner-up are within 0.5% of the total number of votes cast for that office. Candidates can request this recount within 48 hours after the official results are declared or by noon on Monday, October 27th for the general election. The recount should be completed no later than noon on the 5th day after the municipal election, so that would be October 29th for the general election. So let's see how this feature works. In this example, we filled in all the relevant data for the municipal results screen. So when we push the Save Unofficial button, we can now update our registered voter counts from the Permanent Electors Register in each ward and the municipality. Enter your updated numbers. Once you are certain the information is correct, push the Save button. A pop-up will appear asking that you confirm that these are your unofficial results to be submitted to Municipal Affairs. Click Yes to submit your results or No to save the data. In this example, I will submit my unofficial results to Municipal Affairs, so I will push the Yes button. The current screen will show in red which candidates can request a recount, as the difference from the elected candidate and the runner-up is 0.5% or less than the number of votes he or she has received. On the top of the screen in green, you'll receive confirmation that your results were saved and submitted to Municipal Affairs. Click the button Print Results to get a copy of your unofficial results. Download the report and reopen it to view your unofficial election results. Now, how would you submit your official results after you submitted your unofficial results to Municipal Affairs? Official results are due 4 days later following Election Day. The returning officer must finalize the municipal results on the elections database. Go to your municipal results screen. Make all the necessary corrections. Then click the Finalize Official Results button. You can now update your eligible voters from the Permanent Electors Register. Once you are satisfied the information is correct, push the Save button. A pop-up will appear asking if you want to proceed to declare these results as final. If these are your final results, then click Confirm. Else, you can cancel to make more corrections. In this example, I will push Confirm. You will receive confirmation that the election results have been finalized. In this municipality, the mayor or reeve position was not up for election, so you will need to notify Municipal Affairs and indicate who your new mayor or reeve is after your organizational meeting. Now you're ready to post your election results. To get a copy of your official results, click Print Results. Hit the text Download Report. Your report is now available to be printed and posted. So what are your next steps? We encourage all returning officers to review the learning modules or webinars we have posted. All returning officers should have already logged in to the elections database. For assistance on accessing the elections database, please review the learning module 2025 Elections Database Getting Started. Once you log into the elections database, please take time to complete the elections details and the electoral system screens. For detailed instructions on how to complete these screens, please review the learning module Elections Database Module 3 Entering Elections Details. Prior to Candidate Nomination Day, all returning officers should review the webinar Entering Candidates, as this provides detailed instructions on how to enter and submit your candidate information. Once you finalize your candidate list, you will be ready to enter your election results. This concludes our webinar on submitting election results. If you require further assistance on the elections database, please feel free to contact the Information Services team by email or telephone. If you require further information on municipal elections, please view our website shown on the screen.